We got to bring Baltimore to the front of the congregation. Why they got my stream buffering out here in these streets? Huh? They don't want me to talk about Baltimore? Don't worry about it, YouTube. I ain't did nothing wrong. I'm out here chilling, minding my business, kicking it with my people, having a conversation about these people out here running in the Victim Olympics. And now all of a sudden y'all want to start throttling me, having my stream buffer, right? I see the people doing it, but they can't stop me. Anton is pushing. Anton is continuing to run it up. You have no power over me. You have no control of what we doing over here on the Bag Chasers. Make sure y'all join the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. They after Anton. They want to come for me. They want to say that I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to do. But in reality, Anton continues to give the people the information that they really need and not to run in the Victim Olympics and to run that checkup. And Baltimore, you are at the front of the congregation today. Now, Baltimore. A little birdie told me, they said, Anton, it was a block party that was happening over in a Baltimore. Shout out to the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. We do Patreon. We got a Patreon meetup being planned over in DC. Don't worry. We coming to your neck of the woods soon. Somebody told me that y'all was having a block party. And it wound up being 12:30 a.m. So instead of y'all being on Fight Club and having a conversation with us and arguing about who God knows what did we argue about this weekend? We argued about these earthy chicks that's always using astrology to talk about what they is and they ain't gonna do. We talked about affirmative action and people running in the Victim Olympics and making sure that student loans is back on. We talked about a lot of different things. We talked about rap. We had a strong debate on who the GOAT was in rap on Friday night. And instead of y'all being in the crib, kicking it with the rest of us, staying out these streets, 12:30 a.m., y'all was out here, partying it up, doing an extension of Juneteenth. Baltimore is not the DMV. That's cool. But Baltimore is right up the street. You can get there fairly quickly. Don't worry about it. I ain't visited Baltimore yet. I'm scared to go to Baltimore. I done been through some of the streets of Chicago, stayed away from O Block, hanging out right there in Overtown and Little Haiti over there in southern Florida. The red zone in Detroit, but Baltimore, man, after I watched The Wire, y'all got me shook. Y'all got me shook after watching The Wire, because I don't know if anybody, even Stringer Bell, got took out in The Wire. Only person that didn't take out in The Wire was Marlo. That's it. It was just Marlo. Marlo was the only main person to really get out unscathed. He didn't even get out unscathed. He just continued to go. And y'all don't even respect Marlo. Y'all didn't even respect Marlo. But don't worry. We'll get there. My Baltimore brethren, I want to give y'all an update on what's going on in Baltimore. So make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. We're going to bring Baltimore to the front of the congregation.
30 people hit by bullets, 2 killed just after 12:30 in the morning. We've been on the scene since news of the mass shooting first broke. Our team of reporters, the first there and the only ones at the hospitals as patients arrived early this morning. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary Bubala. The shooting happened at a block party at the Brooklyn Homes. The mayor releasing more information during a news conference today, and this is what we know right now. The 30 victims range in age from 13 to 32 years old.
Let's stop there. Let's break this down to a science. Because a couple years ago, when I said that black culture is trash and the things that we celebrate the most, I can't believe Anton said it. I'm sick of them. I don't like them. Let's get the pitchforks out. And we still here. I want to see The Honorable Reverend Al Sharpton, Black Lives Matters, and Umar Johnson showing up to Baltimore immediately. I want all of the YouTubers and content creators that are advocates for the black community and wants to make sure that we're all moving in the right direction because black culture is not trash and the things. I want to see them at the front of the congregation in the streets of Baltimore immediately. I want them all supporting the mayor and making sure that they help Baltimore get things together. 30 victims, 12:30 a.m. at night. Block party, 30 victims, 30 people in a span of minutes. 14 of them is underage. For the longest, we've never classified this as a mass shooting. We've always removed that label from it because we so used to it that it's just gang culture. It's just black culture. We only applied that to somebody that's standing outside the window in Vegas, raining down bullets on the people. They can hit less people and we gonna hold them accountable. It's the white people. They standing on each other's neck. They stood on this person's neck. Shout out to Eric Gardner and all of these people who we tore up all of our neighborhoods for in order to burn everything down and hold white people accountable. I see no one, nothing, whispers. All of these content creators that was having all of this conversation about who and what and Black Lives Matter and that. They quiet right now. Where are they? Why are they not in the streets? Why are they not holding these people accountable? Why are they not advocating on the behalf of these people and calling for less police presence and cancel the police and defund the police? Where are these people at? And why are they not participating with the mayor and doing search parties and block parties and trying to figure out why they sound like the Yin Yang team? Why they the Yin Yang twins right now? Wait till you see my bet. Wait till you see my bet. Why is all of the content creators that's the blackity blacks imitating and doing their best impression of the Yin Yang twins? Hey, little mama, why don't you do my dance? Why all of the content creators acting like the Yin Yang twins right now? Anton ain't doing the whisper song. I'm loud. 369. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Woo! Dum-dum-dum-dum. Y'all acting like y'all doing the whisper song. I'm dum-dum-dum. Where y'all at? Where they at though? Where they at though? Where they at though? Where's all of the blackity blacks? Please don't make me start calling y'all by name. Y'all had a lot to say about me when y'all was reacting to my content. Anton, don't lie. Where they at though? Where they at though? Where they at though? Where they at though? Please don't make me start calling you motherfuckers out by name. Y'all had a lot to fucking say about me. I just was patient. I waited. I said, I'm going to let these single baby hussies say whatever they want to fucking say. But I don't see nobody standing up for the 13 victims and the 14 juveniles. They all doing a whisper song. Wait till you see my... Don't worry about it. We're going to continue.
18 of them are juveniles under the age of 18. The two people killed are 18-year-old Alaya Gonzalez and 20-year-old Kylis Fag.
18 and a 20-year-old. An 18 and a 20-year-old. Let's continue.
9 victims are still in the hospital. Police believe at least 2 people opened fire at the party. They haven't released any information about possible suspects. Anybody with videos or information about the shooting is urged to call.
Now, you know Gladys. She sounds like a Gladys. I forgot what they said her name was on the news. You know Gladys that they're not going to snitch. Now, we know. Listen, one thing we know. 2 things is for certain. One thing we know and two things is for certain, that they're going to force the police to do their job. You find these guys and we're not going to help you. We's don't believes in snitching because we's not going to tell on a person that takes our babies out the streets. Knows we not. We's knows that these kids shouldn't have even been out there past 12:30 a.m. at a block party in the hood. Howsoever, police gonna have to do their job. Oz not tellings on the police. Knows it's Oz keeps in it real because it ain't kosher and it ain't culture for me to throw my culture up under the culture. All right? I'm not throwing my culture under the car. Because Oz not snitching on the men that's taking my... Now, everybody at the block party know who was at the block party. Why are these people still walking around free? Why are these people still walking around free? Everybody at the block party knows somebody that was at the block party. Ain't nobody at the block party unidentified. This is not like a white person's family reunion where you could just come in and just do whatever you want to say and act like you a part of the family. I was married them. This ain't Wedding Crashers. Everybody at the block party know who was at the block party. Why are these monsters walking around? Because I tell you what, the one thing I know about white people is much, much different than black culture. That man, that whatever they label as a mass shooting, that motherfucker is in cuffs in less than 24 hours. That motherfucker, whoever they label mass, if they put mass in front of your name and then they put that whatever they got after that, that motherfucker is in cuffs less than 24 hours. They storming that bitch's house. They taking his grandmama house apart. The daddy going to jail. The mama going to jail. But all of y'all is out here protecting the worst amongst us. And then when they get arrested, you going to have free Ray across your T-shirt. I get it. Don't worry
Police.
about it.
Fox 25's Olivia Dans pressed the mayor for answers today. She joins us live now with
reading Super Chat shortly.
Olivia.
Well, Mary, as Baltimore police continue to investigate and look for the suspects responsible, this mass shooting is once again raising concerns about crime in Baltimore and what city leaders are doing to stop it.
Be advised, we have another adult female, number one female shot in the left leg. They need some units here. I need medics here.
A manhunt is underway to find those responsible for shooting 30 people in Baltimore during a block party early Sunday morning.
Currently, we're still at 30 victims. Ages range from 13 to 32. 9 victims remain at area hospitals in various conditions.
13 through 32. All of them are young. Now, the old folks, they knew they had to get up and come to work in the morning. 13 through 32. 30 people hit. 13 through 32. That's a 19-year age gap. These people are going to walk around like this is normal. They're going to look at these hits as a badge of honor. Is they keeping it real? Because y'all won't change the culture and y'all won't sit here and make an adjustment to what it is that we celebrate the most. That's the mayor of Baltimore right there. That's the mayor of Baltimore right there. The guy that is actually trying to advocate for getting the streets cleaned up.
2 victims have been pronounced deceased.
Police are pleading with the public for anyone with information to come forward.
The police are begging and pleading with the public. Anybody that got information, please come forward. Help us help you. Help us rid your neighborhood of the chaos and the destruction and the thing that y'all said the system is set up against y'all for. Y'all keep asking us to throw money into schools and y'all keep asking us to give money to reparations. Help us catch the person that is taking your babies and shooting your women in the leg. Help us find these people. Give us a call. Participate with us. Continue to help us find the people that's trying to take your babies and your kids and that's preventing you from being able to have your Juneteenth celebration at 12:30 a.m. at night. Please help us find your killers while we go back to our homes and not worry about what it is that you got to deal with. Help us increase your property values.
Meanwhile, video circulating on social media shows a young boy at the party pulling a gun out of his backpack.
I've seen
Look at all
the
them
video.
people.
Anyone who has a gun that's in that area is a potential suspect.
Mayor Brandon Scott sending a strong message to those responsible.
We're not going to be dismayed by cowards that committed this mass shooting, and we're going to continue to remove those folks off the street. And as I said earlier, I hope these folks don't sleep well, because we're not going to sleep until
They gonna sleep good. And you know why they gonna sleep good? Because they know you gonna keep it real and not tell on the people that's supposed to be going to jail. And the worst part about it is the only way that you can solve for it, because the police can't fix your community. They can police your community. In most instances, they also respond to the behavior. But in order to be proactive, you have to deter crime. You have to change the culture. You have to change the things that's normalized. And the reality is this. It's the community who is now responsible for what happens, meaning your mother, your father, your single baby moms, these simps, these suckers, the people that continue to have the kids, the ones that feel comfortable enough to allow for your women and your children to continue to go out there on a block party, and the women that are headstrong and say, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do anyway, and then you walk around and your monsters is 13-year-olds and
we pull them off.
But with 30 victims shot and lives changed forever, we
Look at
pressed
that.
him on if he thinks his crime plan is working. He insists it is, saying mass shootings like this are a societal issue.
This is not about whether the police department or MONSE or our federal partners or folks who are working to reduce violence are doing their job every day. This is about people who cowardly decide to come to a celebration and shoot it up. Let's call this what it is. Let's not make this into some political dog whistle.
With 14 minors hurt during the shooting and that video of a young man with a gun, many are questioning his summer crime plan and the youth curfew he put in place.
And you show me where the curfew's working at. Because I can tell you, as an EMT out here in Baltimore, I pick up more juveniles than I do adults. So don't let Brandon Scott fool you.
As the Brooklyn community is shattered and mourning the 2 lives lost, residents are calling for action.
We're hurting him. We got to make some kind of change. Babies are dying. They're supposed to be lawyers and presidents and whatever in the future.
They say something needs to change.
these people are, I'm sorry, ma'am. I understand your sentiment. I'm compassionate with you. But let me just help you to understand something, baby. These people that are out here at 12:30 a.m. that is partying and then immersing themselves in this culture are not our future lawyers and presidents. They aren't. They aren't. Let's just call a spade a spade. They are not your future lawyer. Listen, if that man is going to be a lawyer, if these are our future lawyers and you going to jail, don't pass go, don't collect $200, there's a strong possibility he going to show up to court with some dress slip-ons on. If you see your lawyer show up to court and he don't even have no real shoes on and he got dress slip-ons on, you going to jail. These are not our future leaders. Maybe they are. Maybe that's why our whole society is so messed up today. I don't know. Is that man walking around with a pit bull inside of the courtyard? Oh, Jesus. Did I stop it on the part where the man was walking around with a pit bull? Oh, my God. Lord, be offense. Hallelujah. Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, these ain't our future leaders. Turn to the person to your left. Ask them where they live. Do you live in Baltimore? You out of luck. Turn to your person to the right and say, you live in Chicago? You out of luck. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Turn to the person to your left and ask them if they live in Baltimore. Turn to your person to the right and ask them if they live in Chicago. Turn to the person in front of you and ask them if they walking down Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia. Hallelujah. Reading super chat shortly.
In order to save our young people.
I feel for everybody in this community because I just cannot imagine.
Not the Rebirth Church of Deliverance. Shout out to Sarita Anderson at the Rebirth Church of Deliverance.
The people that were in their house and hearing that, kids, 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 kids. Oh my God, what can we say to these little kids? I don't know.
The kids, look at that police presence. Jesus, they got a huge antenna out there. Just call the National Guard. Section it off. Call off dogs, section off Baltimore, section off Chicago. Close off the whole Kensington Avenue. Yo, driving down Kensington Avenue just make me itch. I just be doing like this all of a sudden. Jesus, what the hell is going on up here? It's the kids. No, the kids pay for the sins of their fathers and their mothers. The kids pay for the sins of the parents. So when you see kids doing this, they're a reflection of the people. And y'all say Anton said people that do this shouldn't be having kids. Go ahead and rewatch my Dr. Phil episode right after you see this and then ask me if I was wrong. Go watch the episode that I did on Dr. Phil and then come back and watch this and then you tell me that I was off on it. Anton said these people shouldn't be having kids.
We just hug them and show them love and just let them know it is a better way.
Now, Metro Crime Stoppers has released this poster with the identity of the two victims killed during the shooting. You can see they're offering an $8,000 reward for information that may lead to the arrest of the suspects responsible. Of course, anyone with information is asked to call police or Metro Crime Stoppers. For now, reporting live in Baltimore.
I see the buffering.
Olivia Dance, Fox 45.
I see the buffering. We here. We rocking out. Let me show you another video. I'm gonna show you some more footage of what's happening out here in these streets in Baltimore. I'm gonna give you one more perspective.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on this Sunday night. Tonight, a manhunt is underway for at least two shooters behind a barrage of bullets at a Baltimore block party. What started as an evening of celebrations.
Look at this. Look at it. Look at the footage. Look at the footage of you and your friends.
Dozens running for their lives. Police say the suspects opened fire and shot 30 people, nearly half of them children. Two of them died, including a teen.
Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look. This is the scene. Do this look familiar? Do this look like Willowbrook that they had outside of Chicago? Do this look like the scene where them kids was dancing on top of the car over there in Lakeview? Does this look like where I was showing y'all what was happening over on Kensington Avenue? Look at the scene, y'all. Look, you're going to find three things in the parking lot after these people leave. Three things is going to be in the parking lot, I guarantee you. In the morning when you wake up, you're going to see three things. Red cups, caution tape, and it's going to be a Nissan Altima out there. Red cups, caution tape, and Nissan Altimas is going to be every fucking where. I guarantee you that. It's going to be red cups, caution tape, and Nissan Altimas. Those are the hood rat. I'm in the crib. I just came from a block party. That's the starter kit. That's the starter kit. Shout out to all of my Nissan Altimas.
Teenager. It is unknown if this was a targeted attack, but we do know tonight this marks the 338th mass shooting in America so far this year. CBS's Scott McFarland spoke with someone who was there. He joins us from Baltimore Police Headquarters with more. Scott, I can't even imagine what that must have been like for all of the people who witnessed that.
Yeah, Jerika, this began as a holiday weekend tradition, a barbecue, party, music, and it ended up in a tragedy that has jolted this city.
At a 4th of July weekend block party.
Now. When y'all see this whole video right here, and this is playing out, right? This is playing out in front of you. As you see this and this is playing out in front of you, when you see this crowd, y'all, somebody tell me that this is the space that you see as fun. I know YouTube is buffering. I know YouTube is trying to stop what we got going on, but we gonna cook. When you see this crowd, y'all, and you see things is playing out the way that it's playing out, somebody tell me that this actually is a space that you say, hey, it looked like that's some fun over there. Let's go over there and see what they got going on. Or do you see a trap?
At first, the gunshot.
Look at it. Let me spin the room again. Watch this. Look, watch this. I got you. I'm reading super chat shortly. We're going to work through it. We're going to work through what that's YouTube's in. That ain't got nothing to do with what we got going on over here. We're going to work through it. Somebody tell me that this makes sense and this looks like a place that you want to go to.
City.
At a 4th of July weekend block party, at first the gunshots were mistaken for holiday fireworks.
This is a multi-generational event. You had young people, you had older folks, you had folks middle-aged like myself.
Another shooting at 805 Gretna Court. Caller says a sister was shot.
Look.
Witnesses describe a sea of bullets after midnight at what began as a family night of fun. At least 30 people shot, an 18-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man killed. And a night later, the search for suspects is still underway. Authorities say they're looking for multiple shooters.
We know for sure there is definitely more than one. We don't know exactly how many, but we do know more than one person was shooting.
This was a reckless, cowardly act of violence.
Reading your super chat shortly, Tazzy.
Lives and altered many, many more. And as I said earlier, we will find those who are responsible, and we will not stop until we do so.
And I think she got shot in her legs.
Laquel Nelson told CBS News she helped race one of the victims to the hospital.
And I just kept telling her, baby, just breathe slowly, just breathing it out, just breathing it out. I'm going to get you there. I'm going to get you there.
City police records show this was the 310th shooting so far this year in Baltimore.
Not the 310th victim. Not the 310th victim. This is the actual 310th shooting in Baltimore this year. Yo, we not even 310 days. We barely 180 days in. We not even halfway through. We just started June. Where's all my advocates at? Where's all the people that stand for the community? I'm going to go through and I'm going to preach to the kids and I'm going to get them off the street. When y'all tired, y'all let me know.